So it's all about speed in today's sprint, not very many laps and no chance to get ahead on strategy. Who here today has the raw skill to take them to the top? With good opportunities to overtake at the end of the Wellington and Hangar Straights, there's a lot of potential for close action around the 3.6 miles of Silverstone circuit. With 18 corners and average lap speeds of around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the longest and quickest circuits on the calendar. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Antonelli, Russell, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Verstappen, Piastri, Hadjar, Sainz, and Pierre Gasly, Albon, Mini, Esteban Ocon, and Perez, Behrman, Bottas, Liam Lawson, and Gabriel Bortoleto, Lindblad, Alonso, Dirksen, Colapinto, Stroll, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. And alongside me, a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend. Anthony Davidson. Well, they say that a change is as good as a rest, and whilst there's not much rest on show in the sprint format today, there's definitely a change to what we're usually seeing on the track. I love being here at Silverstone. I know you do too. Mainly because we get to sleep in our own houses for a week. But what do the drivers enjoy most about this track?
Well, Silverstone's such a challenging circuit, Crofty, more so for the car than the driver, because these high-speed corners at Silverstone really test this modern-day F1 machinery to its maximum. We don't get that many times throughout the calendar. I can only think of Suzuka and Spa, maybe Qatar as well, with that high-energy cornering that you get here at Silverstone. So the drivers love throwing the car around through corners like Copse, Maggots and Beckett's, for example, and it's really influential for your lap time as well.
Here we go then. The formation lap is underway ahead of today's sprint. As all the cars take their positions on the grid, the final preparations have been made, and all that's left is for the drivers to deliver on track.
Okay, so overtake is active. Overtake mode active. You're going to get more power from the hybrid system. You know how it works. Just use boost on the next long straight to get your way past. Okay, overtake enabled, overtake enabled. Okay, we've lost a position, that's us down a place. Right, you've got boost mode available now. Use it if you want to. Final lap, push, push. All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Well, that's an end to the sprint action. Next up, we'll set the grid for the Grand Prix. So we'll see you next time. You join us in the United Kingdom today, or Great Britain as it's alternatively known. Well, it's certainly a great day today as we welcome you to one of the crown jewels of British sports, a track of speed, history and drama. It's Silverstone. It's the British Grand Prix. Straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of Silverstone Circuit form the 3.6-mile beating heart of Formula One. It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey, but the magic of racing is as strong here as it's ever been. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Piastri, Antonelli, Max Verstappen and Albon, Mini, Ocon, Alonso and Carlos Sainz, Hamilton, Hadjar, George Russell and Gasly, Perez, Colapinto, Liam Lawson and Nico Hülkenberg, Bortoletto, Dirksen, Stroll, Bottas, Lindblad and Ollie Behrman rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too. See, told you I'd give you a big intro. Anthony Davidson, hello. And let's talk Here we go then, the formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm. That may or may not play into some of the team's hands in today's race. So as all the cars reform the grid, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place.
Overtake mode active. Overtake active. You've got more power now from the hybrid system. Use boost on the next long straight to get past. Okay, overtake enabled. Boost mode is available now. Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain a position. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap, box this lap. Okay, remember to pit this lap. Attaching the left front wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put that behind us and get back into this race. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Joshua's in the pits. Joshua is in the pits. The car ahead of you's just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound. Green flag. Safety car. No overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing. Okay, clear. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, so you've got overtake now, overtake enabled. Okay, so that's boost mode available if you need it. Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap. OK, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Here's the checkered flag, and our winner has landed. It's Lando Norris for victory.
And with 5 race victories now in a row, Crofty, I mean, do we just give them the trophy now? It's for the others, surely, to try and stop that, because if that's how we're feeling, what must they be feeling as the competition for them? But, I mean, what competition is there? They're running away with this championship as we speak.
Only 3 can take to the podium, and here they come. He holds the trophy aloft, and why shouldn't he? A richly deserved win today for Lando Norris.